All right, so this is the old bell housing that I cleaned up, sandblasted, and it found out it was cracked here.
It's cracked here and here. Not here, but that's all right.
And I was almost all done with it and inspecting it when I found that.
Yep. So what I'm thinking is, since these are really good for installing the pistons into the cylinders off from the motor, what I'd like to see you do is to cut these, this, and cut this sumbitch around here and get this center section, and then make a pot that you can screw it into from this side using this raised cylinder, or this raised portion of the bell housing to set cylinders on to put the pistons in.
You want to use it this way, so it's even better if it fits in there a little nicer.
Then your connecting rod will hang down in here.
So you just want a little stand you can put on a workbench.
Right.
So you don't have this big thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Can do that.
Maybe a couple of
just so the connecting rod.
A couple of thread awls, or a couple of bad connecting rods. You could drill a hole in the top, thread it, and then thread it in from this end, so it stands.
You just want to stand.
Yeah, just a stand, so it'll sit on the middle of when you're putting stuff together.
We can do that.
Then this won't be a total loss insofar as all the work you put into it, getting it nice and clean and painted.
Another handy tool to have around, just a little something.
If you're going to do more than one.
So Gary had showed us how the jugs fit in here, and then he slides the pistons in them with the rings, and he wanted me to make this one's cracked. This is the one I cleaned up real nice. It's got a clear coat on it, and it was cracked. So he sends me back home with projects for him to do, and that's fine. He's been helping me out, and it's great. So he's like, he wanted it from this way. He's like, cut it out. And so I had started cutting it out with cut-off wheel. And he's like, cut it out because he wants it from this side. And he gave me some connecting rods. He's like, make some legs for it. And he's like, oh, just drill them out and tap them and put some bolts in, or do what you want, you know. And I center punched one and started drilling it, and these suckers are hard. And so I'm like, So I just welded nuts on here. It's just a little table, and that's what I'm gonna do with these. So I'll finish cutting this, and another little project, the air baffle. He wants this, so I'll drill this apart and sandblast the other side, and rivet it back together for him and get him that done, you know. Some of his projects too, you know. I'm kind of trying to help him out too. So yeah, I'll just finish cutting this out. And it cuts pretty easy. And then I'll just take the flapper and round it out. Just making a mess here, but yeah, it's fine. That's what you gotta broom. Broom and a vacuum floor. All right? So this one's cracked. That one's cracked. I don't know if it's cracked all the way through or not. That's where she was broken right there. There and there. And I didn't notice that till final inspection after I had sandblast. I sandblasted, check it, sandblast, check it, find stuff. I didn't see that. Now, from now on, I'll know I'll check that. So I'll just round this up real nice. And I'm just gonna put 3 legs on because it's not, 4 is like 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and it's kind of weird. So I'm just gonna try the 3 and go from there. And let's see what that looks like. And if I have to, I'll weld some little brackets across these to stabilize them. All right, I ground the heck out of it. Made it look pretty nice. I'm probably gonna stamp his name in there. And thinking, that one, I'll put that on it. Should be working on a car. Maybe something like that. There's two different holes. That was a better one there going. Something like that. I don't know if it's, I'll have to check my table see if it's nice and flat, and see if this is actually flat, because I don't know what the casting, if this is supposed to be up a little bit, almost looks like. I could put a washer in there. So, and then I could put, I might put something in here, just weld across, just to stabilize it. And see what Gary thinks, you know, if that's what he wants. That's what he's getting. All right, so I'm just gonna stamp Gary's name in here. Try to make it look okay. See, it'll be fine. It doesn't have to be too fancy. So, G. G. Make sure I get it right. Get the. Come on. Hey. A little deeper. That's why. Give it that little extra like Gary likes. He likes everything to have that little extra. Just a little extra. Something extra. Like I said, I got the. Let me try to get enough. Yeah. Come on, a little deeper. I had to do that double stamp thing. God dang it. It was going so good. Ah, it's always something, always something. There we go. We'll just erase it. All right, let's get it in there right. It keeps tipping, so. Come on. I don't know. Wish that wouldn't have happened. There we go. We'll do the G a little bit deeper. Or I mean the R a little deeper and not screw it up. Hey, if I would have slid that up. In there. I don't know. I'll have another one here if I don't get her right. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it just like that. And just a little extra for him. For Mr. Gary. Mr. Gary. All right, so it didn't seem flat to me, so I have this surface plate here. I had leveled it. I put a couple washers under it. It is level right on each way. And this baby is very high on this end, low on this end. Actually just like that. Okay, just this side here. So what I'm gonna do, instead of grinding these down, I'm just gonna put weld under this side. I'll bring this side up. That seems like that'll pretty much do it. It's just that. It's just the casting's a little shorter on that side. So I'll weld that up And then I'm gonna weld a little bar between these three so it can't move. Give it a little sandblast, clear coat it, and there you go, Gary. There's your little stand, your little piston stand. How did I have it? Just like that, just like that. Okay, there we go. Little project for Mr. Gary. But like I said, he's helping me out, going out of his way, teaching me. It's awesome. So I'll go out of my way. Staying out of my way. I enjoy doing stuff for other people. I've done stuff for other people my whole life. Never seems like I've ever got anything in return. But maybe I'm going up a little too much on here, but I'll grind it off. One more in this one. Okay, that was the low side. All right, I got her pretty dang level there. She's good. She's good. I burned myself. She's good. She's good. I'm gonna leave it. I think just like it is. She's nice and flat, stable. I'll weld some little bars in there and give her a little sandblast. All right, so I'm just gonna use these stack of washers. My little spacer, I'm just gonna go about hole to hole and give that a little zap in there. Be done with this. I got other stuff to work on, like his baffle, air baffle, and my stuff too. But this will make it nice and snug. Nice and snug. One in there like that. I'm sure Gary will be happy. Have a little stand for his pistons. Maybe, I mean, the bell housing, I guess you could weld it. Have someone weld it. Probably cost you, from what I just found out, getting anything aluminum welded, probably cost you, oh, probably 300 bucks. I don't know, 250. It shouldn't. I have never did aluminum welding. I guess it probably wouldn't be a bad thing to learn now. I got a reason to use it, do it. But there, I'm gonna weld those in all the way around and clean it up. All right, here's Gary's little table he wanted for his pistons. Set his pistons in there, connecting rods hanging. I think he wanted to put maybe, I don't know, what do you want it for? But he wanted it, so there it is. It's made. I bead blasted it. Gary gets mad when I keep saying stuff wrong. Bead blast it. It's just a clear coat I put on a crystal clear Rust-Oleum. And there, it's done. All right, I gave Gary his little table there, piston table.
Yep. Made out of Corvair parts.
That's what you wanted. You said make you a little
So
table.
here's the thing. If you have a bell housing that's broke, either a standard or an automatic, what do you do other than throw the damn thing away? Make a tool.
That's what we did. We took the one that was cracked.
Showed Scott what I wanted done. He took where the seal goes on the crankshaft on the back of the engine. It was broke here and here. I think one of these might have been here and here, but anyway, it was definitely broke. So we grabbed a couple of connecting rods, knocked the bolts out of them, and Scott welded some nuts on the top, run a bolt down through it, And this is pretty cool because it is the same size as the bottom of all Corvair cylinders. So what do you do with that? All right, either put in your new piston assemblies in the on your bores, or knock the pistons out of your cylinders so you can send them back to Clark's, which that's what we're going to do. But this one we do. There, give me some room here. Uh-oh, it's got paint in it. Forgot about that. Well, we're going to have to raise it.
Uh-oh. Now you need it raised. So yeah, I could have left the bottom parts on. You said take them off. I can raise it. I have the bottoms. Needs to be another inch and a half.
Inch and a half.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little taller. Well,
Yeah.
I'll put the bottoms on and do something to it.
Yeah.
No big deal. We'll
Not a
extend
bit.
it a little bit. We'll extend it. No big deal. A little taller. Yep. Inch and a half. We'll be golden. We'll be good.
Yeah. Makes it really nice for putting your new piston and cylinder assemblies together in that, and get it set up. You can knock your pistons in your holes, and then it's ready to go on the engine. So here I am with Gary's little table. I thought it should have been a little taller, but he said, no, that's tall enough. So that's the height I made it, and the connecting rods were hitting. So I'm just gonna quick whip this up for him and make it a little taller. I am just going to, basically, it's you know, put risers on there, weld it. Maybe I weld like that, and call it good enough, you know. Now to give him his extra height, and it kind of looks cool too. So that's what I'm gonna do with this. And then he can knock the rest of those connecting rods, pistons apart, whatever he's doing, and I can get them boxed up and shipped out back to Clark's for my credit. Let's get her done. All right, so I just got done fixing Gary's stand, making it a little taller, and I used the platform there to my level, threw it on there. Let's keep it out there. And it's all welded up all the way around, real nice. I'll probably go blast that. I wasn't going to, but I'm gonna blast it, make it pretty, give it a little clear, color cool, give it some clear. And there you go, Gary. I'm done. I'm done. She's done. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Corvair Addiction.